We hear about sexting and all the stuff that will really get them in trouble, especially in interviews in the future. They say there's this new study that says that teens would change their online behavior if they were being monitored, if being watched. I guess that's true for all of us, right? Joining us on 710 KURB online safety expert, Mitch Butler. How you doing, Mitch?
I'm doing great.
So what were some of the examples of behavior that they were referring to in this study?
You think about 1 out of 3 kids. The next time you walk up and you see your child standing amongst their friends, and you think 1 out of 3 of those kids have actually admitted to viewing online porn, and 1 out of 4 of them have been cyberbullied. And yet 7 out of 10 of them admit to hiding their online behavior. You mentioned sexting, exactly the same type of behavior.
In your opinion, is it just a reflection of life, raging hormones? Kids are kids, that's what they're going to do, and it's so easy to behave like that online, or should something be done? Should there be more restrictions, more specific .xxx website, things like that designate that type of behavior?
As far as being online, there is a level of anonymous factors that the kids know about, and that's where you come back in to human behavior, and 70% of the kids, as you quoted, would change their online behavior if they knew their parents were watching, according to this new McAfee study. Yet just a year ago, that number was 45% would change their online behavior. So you see it growing, and that's because of the awareness. Yet think about the workplace where a lot of your drivers right now are headed. They know that there's spam filters at work that will detect if there's online nudity or porn being shared across the workplace internet.
Yeah.
And yet, because we know those filters are there, we change our behavior so that we're not, quote, caught because of the ramifications of doing so. And the same thing with kids and their smartphones and tablets. If they knew that they were being watched by their parents or monitored, say, on Facebook, then they would change their behavior or stop for that extra nanosecond to think, well, should I send this picture, post this message, whether the message be something that would be sexually oriented or even in the realm of cyberbullying. Okay, and that's where my business partner and I have come up with a website that monitors Facebook for parents, and it's available for free at EyeGuardian.com, and that's spelled E-Y-E, Guardian, so as you see. And we provide visual reports so that we're looking at image watch, message watch, we even look at friend watch, and so we're able through our technology to provide parents a daily report that gives them suspect behavior and it's beholden upon the parent to go and have a dialogue with their kid about what's on Facebook.
I'd like to hear from you how that works, because I suspect you would need to set it up at the initial registration of the Facebook account, because I don't think you'd be granted access to another individual's Facebook account just by that. We're talking with Mitch Butler, online safety experts. He's our guest on 710 KURB.
Yeah, Mitch, Tim Sullivan here. I guess that kind of sounds like a high-tech or a modern-day version of, just putting a sound system or a camera in the baby's room.
Absolutely, and you're exactly right as far as registration. It requires a dialogue from the parent to the child, because you do have to have the child's password to connect their Facebook to EyeGuardian for Facebook, which is, as I mentioned, EyeGuardian.com. That's where a parent would go to set up an account. And again, this is a free service that then the parent would receive these alerts on a 24-hour basis that gives them insight into their kids' activity that could potentially be something they need to discuss with their kid.
How does that work? Does the parent need to be monitoring his or her computer or smartphone all the time to be watching for those alerts, or what?
You can choose to either have an email come to you on the 24-hour basis or a text message that then you go to the EyeGuardian account that you've set up and you look at your child's profile of the Facebook you're monitoring, and you have the image watch, message watch, privacy watch, and so you're able to with our system because we use the color red to show the areas you should go and pay attention to, and it draws you to, is there a suspect image, and then you have a chance, as I did just yesterday with my daughter. I saw the report. I then called her and said, there's a photo on your Facebook that I think you need to take down. And it's just a matter of me having a dialogue because of what she posted. She didn't really think about what's happening when she graduates high school and goes to apply to college. What's happening when she goes to apply for her first job.
So what was that? What did it end up being? Was it something that needed to be concerned about?
Well, it was something that I would say was on the edge or on the fringe.
Your kid's photo? The picture of your kid?
No, it was more the post than the picture.
I see.
Yeah, I mean, so how is this technology able to determine what is suspect, what is not suspect, and what is that fine line there?
Well, and that's where, as an example, in the image watch, one of the things that we're doing is we're scanning for potential nude photos. And even...
and it will show you a report of all those pictures. It will show you the folder. Here's the pictures that were uploaded. Boom, there it is.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
You make that decision as to what's appropriate or not for your child. Give me the website one more time, pal.
EyeGuardian.com. EYE Guardian.com.
Easy enough. Thank you much. We'll keep in touch. News on 710 KURV.